Men of Reddit. What do you wish was more accepted for men without being labeled a kitten or called gay? Saying no when a girl wants to smash. Since this is basically my specialty to the degree that I regret some of them, let me be the one to tell you. There are a million less direct ways to say no to a girl. The biggest one. Just refuse to take the hint. The number of women who are going to ask you to smash point blank is 0.0000001%. Said no to this chick I really liked at the time because she was pretty drunk. Up to then we only just fooled around, so I didn't feel right doing that knowing she was a lot more drunk than I was. She lashed out in anger and said she'd only sleep with me if she was drunk. Took her home the next morning and pretty much stopped talking to her altogether. Yet for some reason shit still ducks with my confidence. Crying like a beach. Full on ugly face and snot nose. So exhilarating to finally break down and let it all out, but it would be nice to not have to hide it in shame of ridicule and mockery. The thing is, many people say it's okay and you shouldn't be ashamed for showing emotions. But then they give you weird looks and you feel like a loser for crying. To be fair, women who are full on ugly crying in public would get weird looks too. Saying a man looks handsome. This is so infuriating. Women can say if another woman looks good. No problem at all. A man saying this guy looks better than this guy, not gonna lie, you oh my god. Do you like to suck dongs? LMAO. I said my best friend looked fly when he got a suit to go to the school dance with his GF and my parents thought I liked him. Like WTF, my mom can say her friend is sexy and has better tits, but I can't say my friend looks good on a suit. Being able to express emotion. I was going to say this, but more specifically sadness, scaredness, etc. Men can be happy, angry, or even mad, but we're often taught to hide any sadness or fright. I try to make sure I tell my son, 4, that his emotions are valid and he should express them. My wife is big on keeping feelings inside and it is my biggest pet peeve. I was told to man up all of my childhood. So I'm all about showing emotions and feelings now. Duck that suppressed feeling shit my parents made me do. In the bedroom, the woman can be more sexually dominant. Personally, I'm not talking about sticking anything in me or sucking on a strap-on, but I like when a lady can be the aggressor sometimes. Sure, every once in a while I can toss you around and be the brute. But sometimes you can use me like a duck stick and choke me out too. Hell yeah man, often when I choke my missus she just gives me this look like I can do that too beach, then starts choking me back. Hannah Lovage's getting better at being more dom, but I'm not sure she fully gets it. Listening to girly music. I'm a pretty masculine man. But the CD in my car with Michelle Branch, Arne D. Franco, and the Indigo Girls beg to differ. I agree. Most of what I listen to has female vocals. And my wife loves it because we are both always jamming to the same music. But if I'm in the car by myself, I feel like I have to turn it down at red lights. And I would never play any of that at work. Driving like you don't have a death wish. As a woman, I am way more into guys who drive safely. I don't want to die in the passenger seat of your stupid ducking car just because you think you're hot shit. Outright reckless driving is a huge deal breaker. Just sell your BMW and buy 20 Alfa Romeo. Everyone would think that if you pass 80 miles per hour your car will break into pieces. Hugs. Sometimes I just want to feel the warm embrace of a friend. Yak now. I ain't gay. I'm a very cuddly person. I ducking love hugs. Both my best friends don't show their love physically. I love watching them squirm a bit when I force a hug on them. You're both twats and I love you. Now accept my cuddle. Are you me? Domestic abuse against men being treated as such. My wife developed postpartum psychosis. She was regularly abusive. She stabbed me twice. Tried to burn my face with a hot iron. And more. The lack of support among my friends and co-workers was astounding. The only bright side? I got 100% custody. She did not even show up for the divorce or custody proceeding. And once she was out of jail, she left. We heard from her once at this point. One call, asking for money. Edit. I'd like to add I'm still waiting on 15 years of child support. Would it be different if the mom was waiting instead of the dad? I don't know. Agree. As a woman. With a co-worker whose crazy knife-wielding ex showed up at his work. And then his home and tried to kidnap their son. He also has full custody. The stories I've heard are horrendous. His ex showed up at work again and we called the police. Protective order. The police literally said they couldn't find our building and left. I can't help but wonder if the genders were reversed if they'd have taken it more seriously. Which is sad as hell. Especially considering this woman has a known history of domestic abuse and child endangerment. Putting this one in the why I have a bat under my desk at work box. Being able to tell a girl how you feel without being called a simp or kitten. Simp is a recent term and honestly I don't think anyone takes it seriously. It's just a meme. That being said, the type of behavior that is being called simping is very real and it's very sad to see guys who don't see their self-worth and are getting walked over by girls that are taking advantage of their kindness. Being a stay-at-home dad. I, 38F, was raised by a stay-at-home dad until I was 13. It made me a pretty badass female. We went fishing, played pool, watched STL Blues hockey and did lots of camping. He made the tightest, smoothest ponytails and even knew how to French braid. Embrace the shit out of it. Man. Your kids will be super appreciative when they grow up. Bro. It sounds like you have a good dad. Lucky you. Having no interest in or following any professional sports. I can't watch more than one football game a year. I just have other more entertaining stuff to do. I played for over 5 years in grade school, ain't that enough? Saying I love you platonically. Edit. Thanks for the silver. Y'all don't kiss your homies goodnight? You mean to tell me y'all don't share a bath with your day one-ness? Having a proper skincare routine. Clean shaving the body. Ordering strawberry milkshakes. Wearing sweet perfume. Being able to say no to sports invitations and being able to say you'd rather be at home to read a book or to cook. Strawberry milkshakes at In and Out is the only woo I. Do it. It won't take away from your masculinity and as a man you can do as you please. So enjoy your milkshakes and take care of your skin. Refusing to participate in any competition. There's also simp. But I'm not sure if that's greater or equal to being called gay. Being called a simp is usually the opposite of gay. It usually means you'll do anything and everything to please a girl. Mostly involving you giving up all dignity and self-respect for yourself. Thankfully most people call you this jokingly. But there are those few a-holes who actually mean it. Ordering fruity drinks at the bar. Hey, they are duckin' delicious. Yeah. Sometimes I want a drink that tastes like smoked wood and paint thinner so I can sip it while I think about ambition and hardship. Other days I just want to drink a liquid strawberry dipped in sugar. Let a man have both. Poor man's gold. Watching sappy romantic comedies. I'm not ashamed to admit to watching those movies. Honestly, I like some of them and I liked watching them with my sister when I was younger. This but with anime. Sucking dong lol. A blowjob is still a job, bro. Only if you get paid. Being proficient in cleaning house and clothing. Those are critical skills that even the military has for their recruits. Drill instructors be like Beach. You better listen before I smash this hot iron into your face. Good times. I love cleaning. Maybe it's just me, but there's something about doing some routine sweeping, mopping, and washing dishes, etc. that just helps calm the mind. Knowing you're cleaning the space you live in and seeing it afterwards really brings a sense of peace. Sometimes when I'm just absolutely pissed, I'll just do dishes with steaming hot water. It's peaceful, man. I still get shit for cleaning better than any of my friends. And I'm just thinking, mother ducker. I can survive absolute hell and I'm a responsible adult. Plus I can fix a ducking helicopter. Being proud of our thick asses. Am I right, fellas? Right, fellas? I got a nice little trunk on me. But I need to do more squats. Get that better shape. Being able to show emotion that isn't a stoic look of anger. B stoic look of mild happiness. Nods in approval stoically. I believe now I need to yell hurtful slurs at you for this extreme display of weakness. Staying away from alcohol and drugs such as weed. Good for you. Stay focused. I went all of last month with no alcohol, weed, caffeine, shrooms, etc. Jesus Christ, was I productive. I never, though I had much of an issue with them. But man, did my perception alter a shit ton in just a month. I began to notice every single time my brothers would grab a beer. Every night that they drank. I wouldn't. Every day they were hungover. I was exercising and upping my numbers. I can't believe we are so accepting of alcohol and weed. Most people have been supportive. But already we're all planning to get schwasted right when I got back from my sobriety, originally planned for a month. I nearly feel bad that I want to say that I want to go a year and potentially longer completely sober because of the reaction I know I'll get. Having more lady friends than dude friends. Same. My dude friends have moved to other schools and so I became friends with my best friend's friends. My best friend is a girl, and now I'm known in school as the gay kid. Same here. I was judged in school for almost all my friends being girls. It wasn't that they thought I was gay. But they thought that it was some sexual awakening or some shit like that. They thought I only hung out with the girls because I liked them. But the truth was that the guys kept bullying and mocking me constantly. And the girls were about the only ones who were nice to me. After a few months or so with them, I ended up dating one of them. And one of the only guy friends I had was all in your face about it. So what if I like this one girl? Doesn't mean I like every single one in the area, like that's the reason I hang out with them. It turned out that she was a really crazy and psychotic person. And it didn't last 2 weeks. Eventually, I started dating who I'm still with now. And it went smoothly from there. But when we got together, instead of mockery, I got a congrats from some of my friends. And I'm still confused about why that was the case. I'm still mocked now sometimes because most of my friends are girls. But you wouldn't expected me to be friends with you if you were being a jerk about who I am. So I'm mocked one day because people thought I was gay. And then another day, I'm mocked for not being gay. I'm confused. This problem comes from both men and women perpetuating male stereotypes. If I don't want to have sex, it is a question of my manhood rather than my mood. Multiple men and women have gone speechless when I explain that I'm not down to have sex 24/7. If I cry, it must be because there is something seriously wrong and broken. In reality, I well up at heartwarming things like once a week. But I have to do so in private, otherwise people stop perceiving me as manly. If I try to relate my emotions, I have to talk to a woman. You can pour your heart out to a man, and he is likely to respond with a sentence. I have mostly female friends now. If I want my clothing to be an expression of my personality, like women do, then I am required to fit a template. Women have every choice in the world for what to wear. If a guy wants to be attractive to women and associate with men, there's like 10 choices. If I want to show off my body, via clothing or otherwise, women think of me duck boy or a douchebag and men think of me as gay. Girls will call you gay for not buying them alcohol at the bar. Society just expects men to cover the drinks. No joke. I've spoken to girls about this and this is what they've said. Same. I've always been a sensitive person who never showed anger. I feel like being born male was such a waste. My personality would have blossomed so much more if I was born female. As a male, I feel like I could never really be myself. Best comment of the day. I can't handle being with large groups or even close friends for long times without breaking any and all social norms, like being really respectful. I have close friends that respect this and are willing to break those norms with me, but others can't comprehend. I can't be with people right now doesn't mean I don't like you. It's that my lifestyle is more happy when I'm able to choose, when I'm not with other people. Drains me far more than people know.